Hey guys, Ben Boulware, America's Baseball Camps, just touching base in regards to your swing and swing mechanics from the camp. Me as a former professional player, I'm going to give you some insight on some video analysis things that I would recommend that you work on. It doesn't mean they're right or wrong or someone that's telling you they're right or wrong, but it's things that I did in pro ball that I think can really help you. So let's go ahead and get started here and chat about a couple of them. I did stop your picture at this stage of your swing because I wanted to chat about a few things. The biggest thing I want to talk about is your back leg. You like to start back with your weight, which I'm fine with, but you'll notice I draw a line on your knee going down, is you don't want your knee to look like that. You need both of your knees to be inside of your feet. As looking at your front one, that's what we need the back one to look like as well. See how far that knee is from your front foot? What we need to do is we need to get both knees closer together, and that back foot needs to be out more. So, for example, let's take that back foot and put it there, but keep the knee in the same spot. So basically, you're going to take your knees and you're just going to kind of turn them in a little bit, meaning your feet. Just take your toes and don't point them in, but just a teeny bit of a turn in, and that's going to make a big difference on keeping the power inside of your feet. Once you do that and you still want to start back, you just make sure when you start back to make sure that your back knee is inside of your feet and not on a straight line going down, as you can see with this line that I'm doing here. That's a circle here with this line that you'll see that it kind of goes straight down. We need to make sure that it doesn't do that. So just something to be really cautious of. Your eyes are on the baseball. Your hands are in a good spot. I do like them nice and high like that. And you're nice and flexed with your knees. Everything else from your stance looks fine. Now let's go into our load or our launch position here. Go into our swing. So if I get myself ready to go, one thing I do want to focus on next is two things. One, on that land foot, the biggest and most important thing is this bottom hand. You can see that bottom arm is pretty locked out. At this part of your swing, you want it to have a nice bend in that arm still, and so you can be short to the ball and long through the ball. Right now, you're a little bit long to the ball, and you're long through the ball. You want to be short to the ball and long through the ball. And right now we're casting or we're going around the ball, and you're going to get away with it with slower pitching. But as you get older and you face guys that can really have some good speed on the ball, you're going to be late and you're not going to be able to get to those balls the way you want to. So the biggest thing I want to work on is that bottom hand. We're going to teach you a drill to do. So what you're going to basically do at this point of your swing is I want you to get a T-ball bat, a wiffle ball bat, a smaller bat, and get some wiffle balls, or get some tennis balls or something where you can kind of control your bat and control the ball, and you're going to hit one-handed. Basically what you do is you're going to rest, at this point of your swing, you're going to rest your bat on your shoulder so you kind of have that 90-degree angle in your arm, and basically this is your bottom hand only. You get in your stance, and you're going to rest that bat on your shoulder, and then what you're going to do is you're going to take it off your shoulder. Someone's going to soft toss you from the side or get a tee, and you're basically going to take the bat off your shoulder, and you're going to go right to the ball and hit it. And basically, right before contact, you want to get your arms extended. And this is a good drill to make sure that elbow stays nice and bent, and then it goes into a locked, firm position. So you rest the bat on your shoulder, you take the bat off your shoulder, you leave your elbow right where it is, and you just extend your arm. And that's going to get you extension out in front at the baseball compared to right now where it's extended to the back. You can see I don't want to look like that here. I want to look like that at point of contact. And you can see at point of contact, you can see that arm works. But again, this is short toss and soft toss, and you can get away with it. You can kind of cheat there, but you can see how locked that arm is. And that at this point should what you look like at contact, not at this point of your swing. So hopefully that makes sense, and I'd watch this video over and over again. But this is a huge thing in regards to your swing to work on and going to make a big difference. And that has that tends to happen of guys that start with their weight back compared to start more 50-50, but something you can work on. And you can see at this point of your swing, you do a good job. See where that knee is? It's right inside your feet, and that's a good spot of where that needs to be. But try to get that way where it's going to be from the start. But the biggest thing to fix on your swing is that bottom hand, and that's going to make a big difference for you. So something to work on. So let's go ahead and get to contact here. Not bad on that front foot. I would close off that front foot a little bit. You can see it's a tad bit open. Your heel kind of faces the guys on deck, or this dad that's watching over here, and I would want it to face the guys that are on deck. So turn that foot a little bit, almost show the pitcher your heel just a tad, and that's going to keep your front side closed. You always want to hit against a firm, closed front side, and it's a tad bit open, but again, not bad. The more important thing is that bottom hand. At contact, pretty good in regards to our feet all the way up. You have a nice line in there. You have a good angle. You can. This is a little bit bent. This front side's a little bit too bent, so go ahead and firm this out a little bit more and close off that front foot. Put your heads on the ball, nice palm up, palm down position. And all in all, that's a pretty good point of contact here in regards to your finish. You can finish your swing and kind of freeze your finish. This is a little bit long, meaning a little bit straight, and keep that arc as much as you can at the end of your swing as well. But all in all, pretty good swing. And the biggest thing is closing off that front side, but the huge one is that bottom hand, and that's going to take some time to work out. So watch this video over and over again and really work on that. It's going to make a big improvement to your swing. You can do that with wiffle balls, head-on flips. Just get a little bit of a much smaller bat where you can really something you can handle with one hand, and it's going to help you be stronger, and it's going to help you approach that ball better and be really short to that ball. So something really to work on, and we wish you the best this season and hope to see you back to see how you progress. So have a great year.